Festival is in full swing on the French Riviera. And for more on that, France 24's Olivia Salazar-Winspear joins us live. Olivia, we're at the midway point of proceedings now. Give us an update on those features competing for the Palme d'Or.
Well, you can see behind me that the cast and crew are entering that great big movie theatre for the film Bergman Island, the second screening of the evening. Now, this comes from French director Mia Hansen-Love. She's one of the 4 women presenting films in competition at the festival. And as the title suggests, there is a link to filmmaker Ingmar Bergman. Now, this is really a film about film, a film within a film. It's about the challenges of being an artist. And it raises some really interesting questions about whether an artist, a creative person, should also be a good person. And a thoughtful filmmaker in the centre of that story is played by Vicky Krieps. It also stars Tim Roth and Mia Wasikowska. Earlier on this evening, we had a veteran of the Cannes Film Festival, Italian director Nanni Moretti, here with his 16th film. He won the Palme d'Or in 2001 for his film The Sun's Room. This one is the first time he's not written the screenplay. It's a literary adaptation. It's called Tre Piani in Italian, which means 3 floors. And the 3 floors in question are apartments in an apartment building, and they feature 3 families, social dramas. It explores the characters' lives, it explores masculinity, a study of family dynamics, morality, and Nanni Moretti has a really astute eye and astute ear for absurd observations about life, about social trends, political trends. So there's always a laugh to be had in his films as well.
Now, Nanni Moretti, of course, someone who kicked off his career in the 1970s. I mean, many of those films have become classics. And that's something Cannes is quite committed to, restoring and screening old films for a new audience.
That's right. Every year, the festival hosts a section called Cannes Classics, and these are restored versions, of older films, and it gives you the opportunity to see them in perfect conditions on a big screen with the correct sound system. If you weren't lucky enough to be born at a time when Jean Renoir or Alfred Hitchcock had films in the cinema. Now, the classic film showing this evening doesn't even feel that old. It's David Lynch's Mulholland Drive. It was released 20 years ago. In 2001, it was actually launched here at the festival, and that film has become a bit synonymous with auteur cinema. For some people, it's a divisive film. For some people, it's pretentious and opaque. For many critics, it was an absolute masterpiece. It got a standing ovation here at Cannes, and Lynch won the prize at the festival for Best Direction for that film. The other classic film on show this evening comes courtesy of French director Marcel Camus. This is a retelling of the Greek legend of Orpheus and Eurydice. It's called Black Orpheus, and it won the Palme d'Or here in 1959. Now, this time the action is set in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and the underworld, of course, is a bit of a different place. In this telling, it's set during the carnival celebrations, and it's a beautiful romantic tragedy with music from bossa nova superstar Antonio Carlos Jobim. So it's definitely worth a viewing, like I say, on that big screen in those conditions. And if you are looking for alternatives, more perhaps family-centered viewing, I can definitely make a recommendation from Israeli director Ari Folman. He's the director known here in Cannes for that animated documentary feature Waltz with Bashir in 2008. He's now focused on another figure from history, Anne Frank. The film's called Where is Anne Frank? And he told us more about it in our nightly show, Encore in Cannes, so do check that out. It's coming up later on.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Olivia.